I'm under the weather again, man. Motherfuckers, they piss me off, man, because these motherfuckers go into Starbucks knowing they sick and they spread their germs all around. You feel what I'm saying? But now I'm trying to get over this little cold I got. I'm gonna go get some Benadryl. Hopefully they got some Benadryl at the store. But if you guys are wondering why my face is puffed up, because I went through 4 nights of drinking. And alcohol, it puffs up your face. And it does that to me all the time. My face is puffy because of all the salt and the alcohol I consume. I'm not really eating a clean diet out here. I just had a burrito, so that burrito had salt in it, so it made my fucking face puff up again. It always does that. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm good. This is just I ain't gonna lie, bro. I went through 4 nights of drinking, and I'm taking a break. I'm under the weather right now. But anyway, like I said, man, you know, this Christmas stuff, it's not a happy time for everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Some of the stuff brings back bad memories, you know, Christmas and stuff. And I see a lot of lonely dudes in that Starbucks tonight, man. A bunch of incels who don't got a girlfriend and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not a happy time for every single body on earth. But then it reminds you how much of a loser you are right now. Right now, anyways. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to sleep early tonight. I'm gonna take a Benadryl, and I'm gonna take my ass to sleep. But I have been eating salty foods like pizza at night. So if you guys are wondering why my face is all puffed up, it's because of the salt, man. It does it to my face all the time. You know, before I ate that burrito, my face was normal. After I ate that, you know, and after I ate it, it's puffy now. Yeah, man, it's just my face is really sensitive to salt. I carry a lot of water in my face. You feel what I'm saying? One of my, I think it was somebody said that one of the personal trainers at the gym was saying, man, you carry a lot of water in your face, man. You gotta work out. Yeah, I do. But yeah, so yeah, it's not really a happy time for everybody. Is it a happy time for me? Hell no, because I gotta grind and I don't have a woman. And I haven't had a girlfriend in 8 fucking years to celebrate Christmas with. How the fuck you think I'm supposed to feel? What's up with it, Jamie? You know. Hey, what's up with it? Captain Commander. How you think I'm supposed to feel, bro? Like, I'm out here grinding so I can get a girl to celebrate Christmas with. And that's funny, if I get the bag and all of a sudden I got a girlfriend and shit, boy, I wouldn't be one happy, you know. I wouldn't be very happy at first. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn, I had to get a bag just so I could get a fucking woman in my life? Just so I could get a girlfriend? Man. You know? That's funny, man. I'd sit back and be like, God damn. Just so I could get pussy on the regular, I had to go out and get a bag. Boy, I tell you, man. And I will be like, let me tell you something. I will be like mad upset. Mad upset, man. You feel me? My face look, yeah, it's puffy because I just got through eating, man. Shit. It wasn't like that before I ate. It swells my face up. The food I eat. So we're gonna calm down, and we're not drinking tonight. So you know what I'm saying. I don't want to drink myself into oblivion. You feel me? If there is one, you know. Yeah, so Christmas is not happy for everybody. Everybody don't have families. All men don't have a girlfriend to share it with, to celebrate it with. You feel what I'm saying? And to buy, you can't buy Christmas gifts for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Only for like maybe your siblings or your mother or something. But you don't have a woman to complete it. You feel what I'm saying? You know, these women walk around like they got options galore. They walk around, if they got a nice big old butt on themselves, man, they think they hot shit, even if their face is average. So I'm going to sleep and I'm taking 2 nights of drinking off. Today's what, Thursday or Wednesday? Wednesday or Thursday? Today's Wednesday. And I'll have a drink on Friday. I'm gonna take 2 nights off of drinking and all that other stuff. And what's up with it, Joey Fingers? What's happening, bro? You eat that shit from the back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they were like, that look, bro, that Starbucks I was just in, there was nothing but lonely men in there. And there was one chick in there. That was it. But I just checked out the demographic, man. They said the Bay Area got 60% men. And the rest of it is women. So you got 60% of men, and the rest of it is 40% of women, bro. So that's the reason why a lot of guys are struggling. You got so many men in one area, the Bay Area. You feel me? And that's the cause of who's not having girlfriends, man. The underachievers, they're the ones who are struggling. The ones without looks, or maybe they're average at best. You feel what I'm saying? The underachievers. The motherfuckers who ain't got bread. The dudes who are putting themselves through school. They're the ones single, bro. Men ages 20 through 30 are the most single out of everybody. You know, men over 30, they got some bread. You feel what I'm saying? So they can entice women to be with them just on their money alone. You feel what I'm saying? You know, and it's like I gotta hurry up and do something about this fast, man. I can't spend another 8 years single for the rest of my life, or for the rest of my life. I can't do it. I can't spend another 8 years single. I'm not gonna do it, and I won't ever do it. Competition is fierce around you, man. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm sad. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm sad about Christmas because I'm not gonna have a girlfriend to share it with. You know what I'm saying? It's like today I started feeling really pissed off for some reason. I don't know. I saw other dudes with their girls walking in, and they got girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? And you all along over there looking like a loser. You know what I'm saying? It kind of pissed me off to see dudes with their girlfriends walking hand in hand, and you've been alone for a long time. You feel what I'm saying? But only the bag can bring these bitches around, man. Once they know you got the bag, everything changes, my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Things won't stay the same forever. You feel me? It's not that cold out here right now. You know what I'm saying? So it sucks, man, to be without without a woman on Christmas. And you feel sad, like, you feel what I'm saying? You feel sad. You like, man, damn. And the thing is, you can't control it too. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say, come here, bitch. Be in a relationship with me. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that, man. You feel me? But I have had a taste of being in the top 20% of men, man. You know, women are very picky about who they have babies with nowadays. You know, you see women coming in with children all the time. And you be like, damn, what she saw in him to make her have babies with him? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with me? You know what I'm saying? You just looking like a goddamn loser up in there, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no body. Man. And this is something that's out of your control. You can't, like, tell a bitch to be in a relationship with you, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't just strong arm a hoe. Like, come here, bitch, be in a relationship with me. Like, nah, you can't do that. That's something that you can't do. Now, I got some prospects, man, but Hellcat ain't got his shit together, man. I can't just go after boobs like that. We're gonna have to wait. Unless she came on strong, you know, and gave me the coochie just like that. But she won't give me, I know she won't give me the coochie just like that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So I gotta stop eating all that salt. The salt puffed my face up. I know that burrito had tons of salt in it. It always does that, man. You know. But it's like, it's a sad moment for a lot of dudes, man. I see the looks on dudes' face in there, man, too. They do not look happy. You know, some motherfuckers be mean mugging me while I'm flying a sign. And I know what it is, man. You by yourself. You ain't got a woman, bro. The ones, you notice the ones who got girlfriends, they're not mean mugging you or nothing. I noticed that, man. When I'm flying my sign, had a bunch of dudes mean mugging. It was by themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, don't blame it on me because you ain't got a woman. The dudes with girlfriends, they not me mugging me, man. They not. They calm and relax. They chill. I'm good, man. Just another night, man.
Switch to Mr. Clean Magic Eraser.
You never got the Benadryl? You never got the Benadryl? It's always been out? Damn.
It was hard keeping friends. And look at me now. You'll never truly forget my
Yeah, it's been out for like months.
making more zero lightweight days possible to help give
I thought you would have some by now. Last time I was sick was like 6 months ago.
Get help right away for
Like this been here for 6 months, empty.
liver, tongue swelling, itching, or rash. Tell your doctor about increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Ask your doctor about Qlipta to help prevent migraine.
The CW invites you to the fastest growing tourist destination in the world, Qatar. Join us on the adventure of a lifetime. Destination Qatar, tonight at 8, 7 Central on the
See, I need something that's gonna put me out.
Hello?
Who is it?
It's Carol Singers.
Shit. That's easy for you to say, Joey Finglish. You got hoes. You know?
Is it?
Let's see, I think that's it, man.
764.
Cut your mobile bill in half and save $65 a month for your first year with Xfinity Home. Xfinity, imagine that.
6.
764.
Murder.
Hey, man. Mr. Police. The crisis here. Just like old times.
Six.
Hey, T.
Hey,
Welcome
man.
to my home for the holidays. Come on, I'll give you the tour.
You did 35 separate. 3.
25.
Yeah, separate.
We're busy setting up for your annual Christmas party.
Yeah. We have all these wonderful gifts.
This is for Children's Hospital only.
And then the life mission.
That's the cost of entry to your party. People gotta bring a gift.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Look.
You too, dude. Have a good day.
48 hours before her famous family and friends like David Bottles, and Ed Ross party alongside 250 guests at this winter wonderland. How many trees do you have? 2, 3, 4, 5,
Have a good
6,
night.
and then downstairs.
Man, I'm under the weather, bro. I'm about to lay down and go to sleep for like hours. Sorry guys, I'm doing this real quick. Man, I should buy her a beer, man. Whatever. There you go. Whatever. It's just getting worse, man. Every single year that goes by. My allergies get worse. Everything. And I'm approaching old age by myself. You know, I don't like that. You feel me? I don't like that shit, bro. I'm tired of not having women in my life, bro. I mean, yeah, I'm doing something about it, but this mission is fucking lonely as fuck. You know what I'm saying? This mission is lonely as hell. You know, some people don't understand though, man, until they feel it. You know, I bet like some of the celebrities in Hollywood, the men, they can't imagine being without pussy. You feel what I'm saying? For like 2 years or 3 years. You know, they don't know what's that like. You know, when you talk to Mayweather about having a drought, he'll be like, "What?" He'll be like, "What the fuck is a drought?" I ain't never had a drought as long as I've been living, brother. He'll tell you straight up because he's Mayweather, man. You know what I'm saying? I just think a lot of the times luck hit men all the time. I mean, luck hitting certain men. You know what I'm saying? You know, to be in a position where you don't have droughts, you always got a girlfriend. You know, you've been successful since you was like a little kid. You know, Leonardo DiCaprio, he been getting hoes since, bruh, when he appeared on Whopper Room, okay? When he was in his teens, he was pulling hoes and he never, ever had a drought as long as 2 years, 3 years, or he want like these type of dudes who are at the top of the food chain, by the way, they won't know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? They don't experience it, bro. Let me tell you something. If you take all the money away from Floyd Money Mayweather and his fame, just take it away from him, and then he goes through 2 year, 3 year drought, he will go crazy. He might commit suicide. You know what I'm saying? You know, you feel me? Because nobody on this earth, no man can live without women in their life, bro. Either you're dealing with them being a promiscuous guy, or you're not really serious about relationships. You're dealing with them that way, or you're a monogamous guy. You gotta have some type of woman in your life. It's not healthy to be without. It's not healthy to be without a woman, bro. You know? You can't just go so many years, so many months, so many years without a female. It'll question you. It'll make you question yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did do like 4 days of drinking. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I did 4 days of drinking. I'm sorry. If my face is puffy, it's because I've been drinking a whole lot. And you say, well, one of the guys in the comments says, you look different. Well, you will look different after 4 days of drinking straight in a row. You know what I'm saying? Guys don't know what that's. I mean, you ain't gotta. If you a guy that has never even went years without having sex or being with a female, you ain't gonna know what it's like. Why you think I'm drinking all the time? It's called a cope. He can succeed too, bro. Look, he drinks more than I do though. I don't wake up and get a drink like that. I wait until 6 o'clock for sure before I start drinking. What's up with it? Is that Alex? What's up with it? You know, Mike Tyson wouldn't know what it's like to be having a drought. He's sub 5. I know I'm better looking than Mike Tyson. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm still struggling to get a girlfriend. Now, can I attract females? Yeah, I can. You feel me? I attracted boobs, but it doesn't mean that she's gonna be my girlfriend. You feel what I'm saying? You know, just because you can attract them, it doesn't mean that you can keep them. I can't keep them. I can't get a girlfriend, even if it was to save my life. Like, if somebody said you gotta get a girlfriend, man, or your life is gonna expire, I'm gonna give you about like 3 months to find a girlfriend. If you don't find a girlfriend in 3 months, I'm coming to take your life. I will fail that mission, bro. Without money, without stability, I will fail. Now, I probably might try to get a sub-5 female or something, but I don't want to live my life with a sub-5 female. A sub-5 stalker, man, no. And the way she was acting, man, that bitch, you know what I'm saying? You know, what's up with it, Jamie? You know what I'm saying? It's painful on the inside that you don't have a woman to share the holidays with every single year that goes by. You get tired of this shit, bro. It's like a fucking movie that you get tired of, man. You done seen this shit over and over again. You're like, God damn, here we go. Another holidays without a woman. I mean, another holiday season without a woman. You feel what I'm saying? You know. You feel me? So, a happy time for every single man out here on earth, bro. Like right now, I just saw a bunch of lonely dudes in Starbucks playing on their computer. And me, I'm starting to play video games on my phone and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I be playing like letter games, blast on some zombies and stuff like that on my phone, because this is a good phone, man. I paid about $200. It's worth every single goddamn penny, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm having fun on it, man, and makes time go by quicker and shit like that. And then I go out, I fly my sign, and I go turn my numbers in, man. You feel me? But it's not a happy time for a lot of dudes, man. Dudes are like down and out. They're sad. I can see the look on their face. In Starbucks, bro, they're sad, man. They sad, you know what I'm saying? And then the thing is, you watch people walk in front of you with their girlfriends coming into Starbucks, you know. And then you're powerless. You can't do nothing about it, man. Let me tell you something, man. I envy a lot of dudes, man, because they never got the. I mean, like to be out here struggling, man. They don't think about it, man. Floyd Mayweather been rich since he was like young, and he has always had a girlfriend or fiance or whatever, he has always had a woman. You know, I have been without a female for 8 years. Now, have I had sex and little flings and stuff like that? Yes, I have. I'm not gonna lie. When I'm out there trying, I do get sex here and there. I do. 'Cause I'm not a bad looking dude, but it's the fact that you got so many men and women got so many options that you, if you, they're gonna ghost you just like that. It has happened time and time again to me, where you just like you think you got a girlfriend, and then she'll, oh, he don't like kitty cats, or oh, he trying to rush me into a relationship like right away. And I was online the other day, and I heard of the same thing. Like this female ghosted the dude because he wanted a relationship too soon. Because the nigga is struggling. That's why he wanted a relationship too soon. You feel what I'm saying? When anytime a man is trying to rush a female into a relationship, he's struggling. The men who got options, they're not trying to rush into a relationship, bro. You feel me? Men got options, they ain't trying to rush themselves into a relationship. I know I know I'm gonna be um I'm gonna be picky, you know. Boobs probably won't do it for me, and I know she won't. Once I get the options, I'm gonna be like, oh no, she too small, she's too tiny, you know. Right now, I'm looking at her like she's a fucking prime steak. That's how I'm looking at boobs right now. But I know once I get options, I'm gonna always go for the taller females. You know, I'm gonna be picky. You know what I'm saying? Taller and thicker. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's not a happy time for a lot of dudes out here, man. The memories, the holidays bring back a lot of memories, man, for a lot of dudes. A lot of bad memories. I know when the holidays bring back the memories of me not having a girlfriend every single Christmas or New Year's. And some of the stuff has engraved in my head, bro. I can't even get it out of my head. The times I got ghosted. You feel what I'm saying? You know, the times I got ghosted, left up in a hotel in a field position, and then the time that Thai girl ghosted me right before New Year's Eve, bro. That is cold. You bitches are cold. You gonna ghost a man before New Year's Eve? That's why, man, once I get the bag, I'm gonna come back with vengeance, bro. I'm gonna be so pissed off. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, being in the woods, getting toyed and played around with, you know, get playing, motherfuckers playing with your emotions, you know what I'm saying, and playing hide go seek, and you just frustrated. And finally, when you get the bag and you kick down the door, boom, and that fucking Bad to the Bone song comes on, dun 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 dun, Bad to the Bone, and you got the bag in your hand. You're like, now, bitches, now what? I got the bag now. Go ahead and ghost me. I bet you won't. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna be really pissed off. I'm gonna be a really pissed off dude. I don't think that I'm gonna treat my girlfriends good because I've been single for a long time, looked over and ran over. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just gonna come back real pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Like I probably might be rude to my girlfriends, man. I'm right now. I'm just to the point where like, I'm not too happy with females nowadays, man. Here in America, bro. I ain't talking about the ones that give me attention. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about these bitches who walk around thinking they hot shit, even though they average at best looking. And let a female got a BBW or BBL, I mean. let her have that. She thinks she hot shit now. I saw a female walk in Starbucks today with a BBL. She thought she was hot shit. I'm like, bitch, that is not looking right now. These bitches, they want attention and they want to compete so badly that they'll go out and get their buttocks done. Ain't that a bitch? Okay, let's go. I might go back. Nah, whatever. I'm here. I'm gonna sleep early, man. Matter of fact, when I get to bed, I don't even know how I'm gonna act. All I know, I won't be very happy. Let's put it that way. I'll be happy I got the bag, but then when I get back out to that dating scene, I'm just gonna be a guy that's really not happy with females. You know what I'm saying? And I got, you got mixed feelings about the shit. You feel me? Feeling sad, mad, all these emotions in one. It's like a roller coaster ride. You pissed off, but yet you want some loving, you want some kids. You know. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. Yeah, it's time to go to sleep. Where my pills at? I gotta have my pill. On my Alka-Seltzer Plus. I mean, did I have Alka-Seltzer? Yep. Cause right now, my Mr. T and Sylvester Stallone, not sub 5. They probably just avenge or average. Yeah, they're all average. You know what I mean? Most people are average when they're born. That's why it's so hard. Because if you were a guy that was a Chad or a Tyrone, things would be a lot easier. I'm not saying that Chads and Tyrones can't struggle. They probably do. That's why they go looking for a 6 every now and then, because sometimes the Chads and Tyrones, they probably cannot get their face match. Because these women, they want it all. They want looks, they want money, they want the cars, they want the clothes. You know what I'm saying? They want that lifestyle. If you a broke Chad, you're gonna have a hard time too. Now, they'll give you the booty, don't get me wrong. Chad, even though he's broke, he'll still get a woman. He'll still get a girlfriend, but it'll be short-lived because Chad is broke. Chad gotta get himself together too, man. The Chads and Tyrones of the world, they gotta get money too. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing, like from Chads, Chads do struggle. Only the broke ones though. Now, when it comes to getting sex, no, I don't believe Chad is having a hard time getting sex. But I do believe that he's having a hard time getting a long-term relationship because of his finances is not in order. That's what my Arabic Chad friend said. He said, man, the only thing I got to compete with is Chads with money. That's my competition. That's what he was saying. Even Chaz and Tyrone's got to get the bag nowadays because it's so competitive. It's like, man, the dating market is highly competitive, bro. You feel what I'm saying? The dudes in the top 20%, they're the ones who are calling the shots. They're the ones that are having relationships, marriages, whatever they like, you know. That's why we must stay focused on this bag long term, man, long term. Because we want to make it into the top 20%. That's the only thing that's going to save a lot of dudes is if they work hard to get into the top 20% of men. You have to do that, or your life is going to be miserable for the rest of your life. Hold on 1 second, man. Some motherfuckers, they love to see you suffer. They love to see you by yourself. You know, they got people out there. You know, they got people out there like that. You feel me? The moment you come up and you get into a relationship and you work your way out of that shit, and the moment they see you happy, they just can't stand it. You know, they just want to see you suffer. You feel what I'm saying? And being without a woman, I don't care what nobody say, bro. Being without a woman it's called suffering. Pain and suffering. Because it's painful to be without a female long term. I ain't talking about just like for like a season or something. I'm talking about you going 2 years without sex. 8 years without a committed relationship. It just keeps building up over and over again, and it's like you got to do something about it, or it's gonna last your whole entire lifetime. That's how I look at it, man. You know, you know, and I don't want this to last forever, man. Cause I think it happened to my dad. He definitely died alone. He didn't have no girlfriend or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, he got too old. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? He couldn't attract with his looks anymore. You know, your looks leave, man. Once you hit your 50s and 60s, man, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are. You could be Chad or Tyrone. Once you get to be 50 and 60s, them females ain't fucking with you, man. I don't care how many weights you lift. You're not going to get rid of those wrinkles, bro. Once you get to be 60 something. You know what I'm saying? And definitely at 60, you're going to be invisible to young females. I don't care who you are. Unless you're a celebrity or something with some money, then I can see you being visible. But us men, we gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? We can't be here forever. You feel me? We can't be here suffering forever. You know. I'm just lonely like a motherfucker on Christmas month. You know what I'm saying? And people are walking around hand in hand like it's nothing. You know, you got dudes walking around with wives and girlfriends and stuff in front of you, man, and you're by yourself. You're by yourself. My fucking allergies are kicking in. You know what I'm saying? And you can't control it either. It's like something that's out of your control. You know, and you can't control it, you know. Oh shit, fucking feet itch. You know. And it's like, man, how come I wasn't born a Tyrone or something, man? For me to go through all that suffering of 8 years, it's like, God damn, where the fuck did I go wrong? Damn, I wish I would have been more disciplined about the bag in my 20s. And you got all this regret stacking up on you. You're full of regret. Your mental health is not doing so well. You feel me? Like, man, where did I fucking go wrong? Why is it me suffering? Out of all the people in the world, why is it me? Why do I have to go out and suffer and get the bag? Why am I on the bag chase? And I turn around and I look at who my parents were. I said, oh shit, yeah, I'm here poor because my parents brought me here poor, man. You know, the parents didn't give a damn about me, man. I didn't have a father role, a real strong father role in my teens. I had my Capoeira teacher, man, but he wasn't shit, man. He was low-key hating on me. You know, when it came to females in the Capoeira group, he was low-key hating on me. Now that I gotten older, stuff I ignored back when I was in my teens, in my 20s, I'm way sensitive toward that stuff now. You know, when you're in your teens, you're stupid. When you're in your teens, you are stupid. You feel what I'm saying? You know. But as you get older, you be like, oh, I remember that time he did this and that. That was haterade right there, man. That motherfucker was a hater. Now that I got it, and I got older now, I see my Capoeira teacher was a hater. He didn't have my best interest at heart at all. You know what I'm saying? So you see all the people that was in your life, and you're like, oh, okay, this is the reason why I'm here now. Because of my parents, they didn't give a fuck about me being in the, in a better life, you know. You know, and life was short. This life is gonna come to an end eventually, man. Eventually, this life is gonna come to an end. It's not gonna last forever. You feel me? Because my father passed on, and I'm gonna pass on too. We all gonna pass on, man. We can't stop death. That's something that you cannot stop. It is inevitable. Death is inevitable, bro. It's gonna happen. I wish I could stay here forever, man, but can't. Your body's not meant to be here forever, man. You feel me? You get one chance to live, and that's it. Maybe one day you might be born again on a different planet. But this life right here is one good go around, man. You know. You know. Yeah, my Capoeira teacher. My Capoeira teacher could have been a good role model, but he wasn't, man. He was an emotional actor, man. He was just an emotional motherfucker, bro. He wasn't a role model, man. Now that I think about it, you know. But I looked up to him like he was a role model, man. Very emotional motherfucker, bro. You know. Will I move to Brazil? Go to Brazil? Hell yeah, I'll go to Brazil again. I haven't been there since 2001. You know what I'm saying? You know. Lay down, man. I'm numb to this shit though, bro. I've been by myself for the last 8 years. It's not, it's something that I can't control. But I tell you this, man, once I make it out, I'll never want to come back here again. So I make sure I do the right things with my money. You know, you feel me? Because I remember how lonely I was all them nights without a woman, without sex in your life. It's like, damn, can you imagine, bro? I never thought that I would like ever go on an 8 year drought. I never thought that it would happen to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like when I was coming up, I was very, cocky, arrogant, you know what I'm saying? And I was full of youth and looks. I didn't think that that would happen to me. And as I gotten older, I started realizing, like, man, never thought it would happen to me. You feel me? And women is something that you don't want to struggle on. You always want to have access to sex. Whether it's starfish sex or sex that's really authentic or whatever and real, you know what I'm saying? You always got to have access to sex. It is not healthy. It's not. It's not healthy for you to be without sex. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not healthy. It's not a healthy thing to do. Women, they can find sex wherever they can. Us men, we can't find sex like that. It's not easy for us. We gotta go out. We gotta put the effort into it. I mean, what I mean by effort, I mean you gotta put in a solid amount of effort just so you can get laid. Meaning that your haircut gotta be on point, your shoes gotta be on point, your clothes gotta be on point. Um, you know, your money gotta be on point. You feel me? Like, well, your money don't have to be on point, but you have to look the part when you are searching for sex. Women don't have to dress up just to go get sex, man. Women can show up in some pajamas and still get a lot of play from men and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't show up to the Starbucks in pajamas, but women can. you know, you know. But you gotta have some type of sex in your life, either if it's starfish sex or genuine sex or whatever. It's gotta be. Your dick gotta be constantly going inside a hole for your mental health to be on straight. You feel what I'm saying? Men cannot live without sex. I mean, we can, but it's just your mental health is not gonna do so good, man. You question yourself like, damn, what's wrong with me? All these dudes in here walking around with a girlfriend, you know, around the holidays, you ain't got nobody, you know what I'm saying? And you by yourself, and it's like, wow. You know, when I do make it out, man, I don't never wanna be in this situation ever again. You feel me? Like I don't never wanna be alone. Like I wanna be like a celebrity at that point, where I wanna be in a position where if I lose a girlfriend, I could get another one right away. Because I can't live without sex, man. Like I said, all these celebrities, man, they got it good, bro. They've been rich for a very long time. They ain't never had a drought. They ain't never had a girl, never had a problem getting women, bro. Like one mess up, they get another one before the sun go down. You feel me? You know, it's like, and I wish I could control the situation, man. Cause I would snap my fingers and get me some sex right now, man. You feel me? But it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I ain't never seen females so picky before, man. You know, it's these fucking dating apps, social media, all that shit in the mix, bro. It's like, man. And the thing is, them dating apps and stuff like that, and social media is here to stay. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't like the government gonna say, okay, let's get rid of dating apps, let's get rid of social media, and go back to the good old days. They will never ever say that, bro. That's why I say some of you guys gotta understand that, you could be in this situation for the rest of your life if you don't get on the ball, because those dating apps and social media ain't going nowhere. They here to stay long term until you die, man. Social media will be here forever, bro. Into the end of time. Into the end of humanity, man. You know what I'm saying? Go to the bar? No, I don't want to go to the bar, man. I don't want to go in the bar. I don't want to drink, man, right now. I'm trying to cut down on drinking. You know. What's up with a I am lonely, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like the bars around here, bro. Too much goddamn haterade in those bars. Not enough women in that motherfucker. Every time you go around here, man, it's a fucking sword fight every single time you go in there. In them bars. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not getting any younger, so I gotta do something about this, man. I have to. It's the only way I can get the fuck out of here, man. I gotta do something about it. Because this suffering is gonna last a lifetime, man. And I don't want this to last a lifetime, man. I don't have a girlfriend. You know what, bro? I never, like, when I was younger, I never, like, went so long without a girlfriend, bro. I think my biggest drought I ever had when I was in my 20s was about 3 or 4 months, because I was saving for my music equipment, and I wasn't dating, I wasn't going out, I wasn't approaching women or nothing. And my biggest drought was like 3 or 4 months. That was my biggest drought. You feel me? But to go 2 years without sex, that's like unheard of for me, man. Because I'm always finding a girlfriend. I'm not a bad looking dude, man. And I always find something. I was always looking for something when I was younger. I was constantly always having sex all the time, bro. Like I said, man, I got a body count of 100. When I was in my 20s, I used to find them all the time. It wasn't hard for me, man. Good looking dude, young, jawline. You know what I'm saying? Going to bars and clubs all the time and checking for females, trying to get numbers all the time. That was me. I was out there approaching, cold approaching, warm approaching, hot approaching, whatever, you name it. You feel what I'm saying? I wasn't scared either, because when you get sex all the time, when you get females' numbers and you hit it later all the time, then it makes you feel more bold, because you be like, damn, if that female liked me and gave me the booty on the first date, then there's plenty of other females that would do the same. So once you get your confidence up, you know what I'm saying, you go out there cold approaching. But now that I'm older, It's kind of hard to cold approach young females in their 20s. If you know what I'm saying, you start losing confidence as you get older, especially when you don't have the bag. Now, if I had the bag, I'll have confidence approaching young females all day long. You feel me? But you know, so it's like whatever, man. I'm gonna go to sleep, guys. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm gonna get some sleep, and I'm sick, man. So I'm gonna take my Alka-Seltzer and go to sleep. I don't have a bottle for it though. Fuck. Oh well. But like I said, man, my problem is not attracting women. That's nothing. Attracting them is nothing. Just look for a female that's around my looks level, and you know what I'm saying, or a female that's around my looks level, or she's lower than my looks level. You know, these women like me. You know, not the top tier ones, not the ones who are sevens and ups, but from 1 through 5, or 1 through 6. I mean, 1 through 6, I got that covered. You feel me? But it's keeping them. That's the hard part. That's why I'm here today, single. You know, and it's not just me. There's other guys out there that's having the same problem as me. They all on YouTube. What's his name? Swaggy O, or whatever his name is. He having the same problem that I'm having, and he's 6 foot something. So you know what I'm saying, and he's average looking at best. You know, I got a better eye area than him though. You know what I'm saying? You know. Anyway, you guys have a good night, man. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. You know. So going to sleep. Have a good night, guys. You know. Facts. Only looks level down. Yeah. You can get you a woman that's below you. That's easy. That's easy as pie, bro. You know, that's so easy. Just hit on a 1, 2, or a 3, and you good. You know, or even a 4 or something. You feel me? You know, and you good. But I prefer my looks level for long term, man. You feel what I'm saying? An average woman, you know. Anyway, you guys have a good night, man. I'm out. Peace.